Carter here from Carter Curricula. I am on a mission to savor our shared humanity by by closely reading texts, poems specifically, written by dead American poets. And the manner in which I go about this is I attempt to do applied poetry, where ultimately all that I say about the poem is for us to apply it into our lives so that we can live better lives, more connected lives, lives where we savor our shared humanity. And the text that we're taking a look at this morning, or today, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are, is Mexican Market Woman. Mexican Market Woman. We are in a series of poems where we're taking a look at poems written by dead American poets. And the specific dead American poet that we're taking a look at is Langston Hughes, and we're looking at his poetry between 1921 and 1930. So this is an early poem that he wrote. This is a very early poem, and so we're taking a look at all of his poetry in that time period. Mexican Market Woman. I'll do a few things with this poem. First, I'll read the poem. Then I'll close read the poem. Close read it meaning take a look at each individual part, break it apart, and look at what's going on in the poem. And then third, I will apply the whatever's going on in the poem to our everyday lives, so that we might be able to live with more wisdom, the same wisdom that these dead American poets lived with. I'll read. Mexican Market Woman. This ancient hag who sits upon the ground selling her scanty wares day in, day round, has known high wind-swept mountains, and the sun has made her skin so brown. Wow. We do have some rhymes, some rhyming here. We've got ground and brown down there. We've got ground and round and brown. So we've got sort of a rhyme scheme going on, or some rhyming. I'm not sure if there's a scheme going on there, but we definitely have some rhyming. Hag, wears, mountains, made. So I think that might be the only place where we have some rhyming happening. This is free verse. At least it appears to be free verse to me, in the sense that, man, I can't tell if there's a pattern going on here. This ancient hag who sits upon the ground selling her scanty wares day in, day round, has known high winds. So there might be something going on there in terms of a rhythm. I'd have to look more closely at that. But listen to his words that he uses for this particular poem. Like, look at the character that he paints, the Mexican market woman, ancient hag. He's looking at this woman, and this woman is ancient. This woman is ancient, like the Negro that speaks of the river ancient. He speaks of the rivers and he talks about the ancient rivers. So this ancient is something that comes up in his poems that he regularly talks about, that he quite enjoys, that he appreciates enough to come back to it within the first maybe three or four poems of his collection of poems. By the way, his collection of poems are coming from this particular book right here, the collection of Langston Hughes poems. And so he's already spoken of ancient things. Hag, an ancient, he calls this woman a hag, right? A hag, old hag is what he calls her, who sits upon the ground. So she's an old hag. She's ancient, which is a good word typically that he uses about something that's old. Hag, I'm not so sure how he's using that word, but I'm sure that there's many other words that he can use to describe the Mexican market woman besides hag. And she sits upon the ground. She sits upon the dirt. I mean, in essence, like that's what I have in my mind. She sits in a spot that is not in a chair. It's not on a bench. It's not on a rock. It's on the ground. And what is she doing sitting on that ground? She's selling wares. She's selling wares. She's selling her stuff, whatever that stuff might be, whether that's, for some reason, I've got plates and pots and pans and things like that. That's what I have in my mind because it says wares. But look at how the wares are described. The wares are scanty. Look at that, scanty. The wares are scanty wares, small or insufficient wares. That's what these wares are. So this old hag sits on the ground and she's selling. I like the use of the S's. She's selling scanty wares, wares that are insufficient or small. And she's doing this how often? When is she doing this? Where is she doing this? Day in. That's when the day is in. Day round every day, daily, all day, or day in, day round, day in, day round, day in, all day. And this is done regularly. Has known, selling the scanty wares, who sits upon, has known, this ancient hag has known, this ancient hag has known, look at the comma. So this ancient hag has known high wind swept mountains. Okay, this might be actual or it might be metaphoric. Either way it goes, she might be sitting on the ground, but she knows high things. And the sun has made her skin so brown. Brownness being a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. The sun being up in the sky, high things. She has known these high things, and and her skin became brown by knowing these high things. The winds and the sun have made her skin brown. And brown again, brown looks like it's a very good thing in this poem. And let's take a look though. Let's take a look and see what's going on because there's amazing things going on here. It says the ancient hag sits on the ground. She's low, and then she works day in, day round in this low position, but she's known high things. No matter how low you go, you still can know high things. No matter how far off you get, the high things are still available for us to comprehend. No matter how desperate the world seems to be, no matter how much change may take place, no matter how things occur in terms of the change that take place, no matter the adjustments you need to make, um, you still have the ability to know high things. No matter how low someone assumes that you are, you're never so low that you don't know high things. Never ever so low that you don't know high things. No matter how low you go, high things are available to you. They're within your touch. And here, the high things that seems to be the only thing that we can kind of link this to is that she just takes care of her business for herself. She's fine with being low, but she's doing something about her situation. She's selling her scanty wares. She's not just this ancient hag. She's got a story about her, yes, being on the ground, but she's not just some ancient hag on the ground. She's one who sells her wares. She's doing something based upon what she knows about herself. She has known high winds. That means that she has been in connection with things that how important is it for people to be connected? Like when somebody thinks that they're connected with someone who's in a high place, all of a sudden they feel like their lives will change. They feel like they can do things. She feels like she could do things without having known a single soul. She feels like she even in her selling of her small little scanty wares on the ground. And it doesn't even who knows every day. Who knows if anybody's even buying these scanty wares? Are they? Has known high swept winds, and the sun has made her skin so brown. Just, just, just in this particular text alone, we see that the speaker or the speaker has admiration for this Mexican market woman because she works, she does something about her situation, and it is a low situation. But even in that, um, she knows high things and her mind is on high things and she has known these high things and these high things have shaped her. The sun has made her brown. They have shaped her. The high things will shape you. They will shape you no matter how low that you are, no matter how tough things might be. The high things will shape you. The high things can shape you. And that's what this Mexican market woman teaches us, that high things can shape you. I think that's all I have for this one. Take a look at our playlist, other Langston Hughes texts that we deal with in our series. Um, I'll see you on the next one.